and 10. And the Jacksonville Jaguars. NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Slot man moves right. They go play action with Lawrence. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Running out of the gun with Etienne. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. Flushed out right. And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. A Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. This is taken around the 12. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months. Not weeks, months.
And I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
The center receiver in motion to the right. 1st down. Here's Burrow. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Bengals will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier year.
On second and very short, Lawrence flush to his right. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk, and that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to third and inches. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. The Jaguars at 6-3 on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well, because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. This is intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Jags are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. So the penalty there winds up on the offense. So obviously it's declined, and we have a change of possession.
Here we go.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he's got room. And they work this out past the 25. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Looked like they might have been thinking safety with that pressure off the edge instead of worrying about the running back.
I like the observation, because many defenses in that situation actually have get a safety in their play call. Upfield penetration, try and trap them in the backfield. Instead, absolutely escaped and fled for huge yardage on that play.
And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40 before being taken down. 58 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Throwing again on second down. Burrow, he lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on third down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on third downs all year long. Back to Mixon on first down. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bengals go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
And partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack, because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon from 3 yards out. And the Bengals have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands. Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Let's go. 29. Hey, check. 29 is the mic. Mike 29. Coverage. 29 is the mic. Mike 29.
On third down, Lawrence. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. 21-0 our score after 1. On fourth down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Bengals take over first and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their fourth possession. Touchdowns on their first three possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. And they've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Here we go.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Come get some. Come on, come get some. He don't want it.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 5 now. Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. Now they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 96 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And some space here. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A big chunk of yardage there. 37 yards.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it is 28-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
We got 4. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
Here's Lawrence. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he goes out right around the 39. 2nd and 2. A give to Etienne running right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 42 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
X3, 218, chop.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. On the move to his left. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. But he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That one goes for 36 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Set, 10-2, Mike 51, Mike 51. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming.
And they'll run with Etienne. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches, you say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. One more time with Etienne. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This Bengal defense, they passed the first 2 tests. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Etienne. And this time he is in. Yes. Travis Etienne, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars are able to cut into that deficit. Just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Mixing up the middle. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. 11, 11, 11. Underthrow. 11,
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Watch the screen.
From midfield now, Burrow. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. An excellent gain, 35 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Yeah. Hey, Alpha. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29.
Lawrence will throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
And McPherson on for the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half.
Next to score, Bengals 42, Jaguars 6.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On first down, right back to Etienne. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So we've reached halftime here in what is